Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Danielle, aka Stitcherista, here on YouTube, and today is an update video. So I do have books I've read, stitching I've done, retreat recap a little bit, and yeah, we'll just get right into it. So I did go to the winter Tangles retreat in Ocean City, Maryland last week. I was there Thursday, Friday, came home Saturday night, which was probably one of the best decisions I've made. I left at 5 o'clock. I was home by 7:30, was able to unpack my bag, get everything done, and then was in my own bed Saturday night, able to get up Sunday morning and wasn't exhausted and driving home and then trying to go to the grocery store and do all the things I normally do on a Sunday. And we had a wonderful time. I want to say the December one is probably my favorite one out of the three that they do, even though it was bitter cold. Really, really cold. But the hotel is not that busy. Ocean City is more of a summer vacation-y kind of town. So it's busy in the summer and the fall and the spring. Not so busy in the winter. But Cindy and I went to this really good Mediterranean restaurant for lunch, and man, was that good. It was so good that it prompted me to buy like naan. Is that what the bread's called? I bought some at the grocery store yesterday, and hummus. I'm going to have some probably for lunch today. So good. And then of course we had our Mexican place that we go to down there. Really, really good. Just a wonderful weekend all around, being able to spend some more time with her. We had every meal together, got coffee in the morning, and I was so grateful that she drove to all of these places, because usually when I park my car, I don't want to move it until I'm leaving. So it was great to see everybody sit, talk, laugh, stitch. Definitely got some stitching done. And, I'm someone who I feel like I pretty much perfected my packing over all of these years going to retreats. I literally packed just the clothes I was wearing, so I knew when I came home, I could just put everything in the wash. I had one suitcase and then a backpack, Vera Bradley backpack that I have that had my stitching stuff in it. So Cindy did give me two little gifts. She gave me this bookmark, which I love bookmarks so much. Book on, world off. Very cute, right? And love the tassel. Absolutely love that. And then she also gave me a pair of readers. Now, I wear readers to stitch, to diamond paint, to read. She had gotten me a pair. I want to say it was the last time that we were there in September, but they were a higher strength than I use. I only use 1.25 as of right now. This was like 3.25. So she went to Walmart, I think it's where she got them, found the 1.25, and I gave her the ones she had gotten me. But they're really pretty. I mean, look at the sides of them. I wore them the whole weekend there stitching. Absolutely love them. So yeah, she is a great friend. So love that. All right, so the project I took with me was, of course, Primrose Cottage Stitches Snowman 2024. Remember, I have this backing board. I have the whole finishing kit, so I am going to finish it like this. Now, this was originally charted in color and cotton threads. I did not have color and cotton, so I just used their DMC conversion, but then when I pulled the threads, I decided to change the darker green of the leaves to a lighter green. And then originally in my head, I had changed his scarf and hat brim to a blue color. Now, I started in the middle of this project when I started stitching, and I stitched the snowman first. So you would have thought that I remembered that I was supposed to stitch his scarf and his hat brim in blue. Nope. We're at the retreat. I'm stitching, and by this time I have the whole snowman done. I got the snowflakes done, and I'm on like these leaves and berries. I happened to just glance at my bag. This is the bag I had sitting next to me, and I see this. And then it clicks into place that was supposed to be the scarf. And I went, oh no. And everyone at my table heard me. And Brooke, who was sitting next to me, says, oh God, what's wrong? And then I explained. Now, of course I could have left it, but I said, no, I'm I'm going to tear it out. So that was the last thing that I did that Saturday before I left, was I tore out the scarf and the hat brim. You would think I was performing brain surgery because I use a seam ripper. I use this. I have a little tiny seam ripper. And it literally is like performing surgery because you do not want to cut your fabric, obviously. So now I am stitching it on 32 count taupe, which is what they use. Love that fabric, by the way. And here is my progress. Now, one of the women there, Debbie, who lives in New York, and I absolutely love her too. Love everybody. She takes a picture. This was such a good idea. She takes a picture before she starts something or stitches something at the beginning of the week. And then at the end of the week, she takes another picture, because sometimes you stitch and you don't feel like you've made any progress. I've made progress. So I came home Saturday night. I decided I stitched the hat brim and the scarf. I filled it in. And here is my progress. Didn't I get a lot done? I mean, I was there. I stitched for a couple hours on Thursday. We were there Friday and then Saturday. So the blue looks really good. I really like the blue. So this is a button, of course. But yeah, so there's my progress. So I want to get this done before the end of December, because this says over here 24. So really, I only have the berries on this side, the big pot that's in black, and then 24, and that's it. He's so cute, right? Their stuff is so cute. Absolutely enjoyed stitching on that. And it was funny because everybody was like, well, how many projects did you bring? And I said, one. A lot of people bring multiple projects, and it does make sense. So if you get bored with something, you can just pull out something else and stitch on something else. I've just never been that kind of person. I am someone who works on one thing at a time. If I put something down, I usually do not pick it up. Now, I say that I'm a one at a time stitcher, but in fact, I am stitching something else, and I'm going to show you. And I debated whether to show you because I don't know truly who is watching my videos, but I do not think that these people watch my videos. So Bill's daughter is getting married in May of 2025. And as part of their present, I decided to stitch them a wedding sampler. I normally do not stitch gifts, but Bill and I talked, and I decided I wanted to do something. So I wanted something simple also. So I didn't feel under the gun of having to take months to complete something and then try to get it framed and do all of that. So I searched and searched and searched and found this pattern, and I'm pretty sure the designer is from the Ukraine. It was on Etsy. I was able to give her their names and the wedding date, and she customized this pattern for me. So this is the customization. The names and the date are backstitched, and then you just stitch the border and the leaves. Very simple. And yesterday was the first time I actually had time to sit down, get the fabric ready, all of that. Now, I decided to stitch mine not on white fabric. Mine is more like an ivory, and it's from Fiber on a Whim. Absolutely love their fabric. I am stitching it on 32 count Lugana, and I want to say the color is Cream and Sugar. I don't know exactly. So I also decided to change the border, not the leaves, but this was 3 different shades of gold. I decided to do 3 different shades of like a bluey purple color because her bouquet colors are like hydrangea, so pinks, purples, blues. So I didn't want to do the shades of gold. And when I frame it, Michael's has a lot of like nice wedding frames. This is only going to be 5x7 stitched. So I should be able to get an 8x10 frame and possibly even have it matted and have it done. And I'm going to do it myself. I know I can do it. And I want to get more like a silvery frame that has maybe some glitter in it. So what I'm also going to do, I had debated whether all the leaves are backstitched. I had debated whether to backstitch the leaves in green Petite Treasure braid, but I'm not. To tie in the black for the names, I am going to backstitch the leaves in black. So I was able to sit down yesterday while watching, and I got done their names. I got done their names because the middle is the word and. So I started in the middle. So I got their names and the date done, and then I've started the border. So if I really want to work more on this today because I want to see how the leaves are going to look. But something simple, not something giant. And if they decide they don't want to hang it, that's okay too. You know, I know people can be really funny about gifts and stitch things. And I just thought it would be a nice sentiment since everyone knows that, you know, I stitch and do crafts and stuff. So working on that as well. And if you watched my video I put up yesterday about my sticker album, yeah, I have a sticker album that I purchased because I have some stickers and I decided I wanted to start putting them in a sticker book. And this sticker book, you can peel up the stickers and put them. Here's the ones from the Sip and Stitch. Yeah, absolutely just love stickers. It reminds me of a good time of being a kid. You know, I did have some good moments in my childhood. So love this sticker book. And I have it linked in the description box of the video that I did showing this. Now, Cindy and I also went to Salty Yarns when we were there. That was the day we went to the Mediterranean restaurant for lunch. And I wound up getting their snap tray with their logo on it. So I've owned snap trays in the past. This one is very good quality. I'm going to snap it together so I can show you. And what's nice is you can unsnap it and it folds flat. When I bought it, I then used it to hold my thread, my scissors, my glass case. So there's what it looks like all snapped up. Yeah, I just had like different things in it. It just keeps everything off the table. So, and organized. So absolutely love that. And then reading. So I finished Secret Santa by Amy Tackett. I finished this actually Wednesday before I left for the retreat. Love this book. It was very good. Very, very good. And then I picked up Sophie Kinsella's newest book, What Does It Feel Like? Now, I term this a novella because you can see how short it is. This was one of the best books that I've read this year. I laughed, I cried, I related because the person in this, the main character has brain cancer, and it's about how she deals with it going through there. And the way the book is written, it's written in more like snippets of things. It's not really truly a cohesive, like beginning, middle, end. I loved how she did it. And what was even more amazing was that when you get to the end of the book, the last chapter, the author went through brain cancer. So a lot of it is autobiographical, you know, like she went through this, which made it even more like OMG, right? So good. You know, I didn't have brain cancer, but I had breast cancer in 2016 and went through treatment in 2017. So I definitely related to a little bit of this when she talked about chemo and radiation and all of that kind of stuff. And if you get a chance, read this. It's wonderful. I gave it 5 stars. If I could have given it 100 stars, I would have. And I've been trying to write on Goodreads more of a review than just putting 5 stars. I will tell you my thoughts, and I did with this. So absolutely love this. And now I want to check out some of the other books that she has written. Yeah, highly recommend. So the next book I'm going to be reading is The Borrowed Life of Frederick Fife. And this was one of the ones that I had done in my Amazon haul. Absolutely want to read this. Here's the premise if you guys did not watch that video. Frederick Fife was born with an extra helping of kindness in his heart. If he borrowed your car, he would return it washed with a full tank of gas. The problem is there's nobody left in Fred's life to borrow from. At 82, he's lonely, broke, and on the brink of homelessness. But Fred's luck changes when, in a bizarre case of mistaken identity, he takes the place of grumpy Bernard Greer at the local nursing home. Now he has warm meals and a roof over his head, as long as his poker face stays in better shape than his prostate and his look-alike never turns up. Denise Sims is stuck breathing the same disappointing air again and again. A middle-aged mom and caregiver at Bernard's facility, her crumbling marriage and daughter's health concerns are suffocating her joy for life. Wounded by her two-faced husband, she vows never to let a man deceive her again. As Fred walks in Bernard's shoes, he leaves a trail of kindness behind him, fueling Denise's suspicions about his true identity. When unexpected truths are revealed, Fred and Denise rediscover their sense of purpose and learn how to return a broken life to mint condition. Bittersweet and remarkably perceptive, The Barred Life of Frederick Fife is a hilarious, feel-good, clever novel about grief, forgiveness, redemption, and finding family. And let me tell you, the smallest, tiniest kindnesses can go such a long way. If you have not watched on Netflix the newest show, I want to say it's called Man on the Inside. It stars Ted Danson. Watch it. It made me laugh. It made me cry. I posted about this on Instagram. It made me just it restores your faith in humanity, that there are kind, wonderful people out there. And the simplest little thing, if you listen to what people say, you can just do the smallest thing and it can make such a huge difference. So yeah, I will let you know. I'm going to start reading this book tonight or today at some point. So that's all I have to share with you. I hope you guys have all had a good weekend, and it's hard to believe that 2 weeks from Wednesday is Christmas. Cannot even wrap my head around that. I feel like we just put up our Christmas tree. So, but yeah, feeling good these days. So that's good. As always, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments section below and I will answer them to the best of my ability. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.